So, thank you for showing up. We're going to get in this ring. We have a contract signing real quick for our November 16th show at the Osage Rec Center right here in Wichita, Kansas, which will feature a 16-high-foot steel cage match where three men, Drake Gallows, Aaron Helms, and the illustrious Ray Leon will fight for the coveted Heartland Championship. So right now we're going to do this contract signing and then we'll get to the action, and we got a lot of action for you. Y'all ready to get started? Introduce you to the one, the illustrious Ray Leon.
Stuck his nose in the Heartland Championship title picture.
Coming out here, let's be honest, he's got a little swagger to him walking out.
Hey, the way he is treated, McLean's champion has always been his best friend. I have a lot of issues with his
And you'll probably enjoy this
I cannot wait to watch Drake Gallows and Aaron Helms rip him apart.
Good idea bringing the belt down.
So check this out. Before we get moving any further, because I don't trust the antics going on, let me preference something before we get started. I want you two both to know, and Aaron Helms to know in the back, that we're not having no shenanigans tonight. If any of you touch each other, I will take you out of that match in November. And if the champ decides to get his hands on one of y'all, I will strip him of that title. Tonight is just about signing that contract. Do y'all understand? Perfect. Now, your current Heartland champion, the Prodigy, Aaron Helms.
Well, next is our reigning and defending Heartland champion. He is red, white, better than you, the Prodigy, Aaron Helms. Gavin, Aaron will decapitate a man with his clothesline. And you saw it earlier today.
Without remorse, either.
Without remorse.
He doesn't care.
Yeah. You know what, Gavin? You know, I, as 50% co-owner of HCW, I feel like I should be in the ring. You know what? I will be right back.
Yeah, you should get in there. And just like that, 50% co-owner of HCW, my commentating partner, Dick Richards, is getting into the ring now to oversee this contract signing.
All right. Listen. sorry, I forgot. Dick Richards needs to be a part of this contract signing. Ray, not touch anyone, includes him. Includes him. All right, have a seat, guys. Let's do this thing. Champ, you're over here.
The wrestlers now are
Helms, did
taking
you hear
a
what I
seat.
said? No shenanigans tonight.
I hear you.
Good. Go on.
The law has been laid. No shenanigans during this contract.
I like shenanigans. I did say shenanigans. So,
The piss out of the next one that says shenanigans.
shenanigans. Aaron, do you have anything to say about this match on the 16th, sir?
Yeah, I got some stuff to say. I got a lot to say, actually. You know, why is this no good, absolute, never has been piece of crap in the match to begin with? Drake Gallows, I get it. He's been up and down these roads for 15 years, being the urban legend. He's been doing the damn thing, and he proved it. Time and time again. You know what? If it wasn't for this little pissant, Drake Gallows might have had a shot at the title. But you know what? Ray Leone stuck his nose where it doesn't belong. And Ray, let's talk about you in your fancy shirt and your nice little clothes. You're nothing. You're nothing. You're a never has been. You were a nothing was fighter for Bellator, and you're a nothing here in professional wrestling. Why do you think you have an opportunity for my heavyweight title? Drake Gallows has earned it. Drake Gallows is a man I respect. I may not like him, and he may call himself a legend, and Drake, look at me. I am the personification of violence. And November 16th, you're stepping into my domain, so I promise you, friend to friend, I will end your career. But Ray Leone, you are the bug that I have squished, and you never seem to go away. You're a cockroach on this industry, and I will make you bleed. November 16th, every one of you who comes out to that arena, I am going to make this man's career end. I am going to kill you in the steel cage. And everyone who loves you is going to have to sit there in silence as they announce once and for all that the prodigy Aaron Helms is the man that they call the Heartland Heavyweight Champion.
Some harsh words there from the champion Aaron Helms. The urban legend Drake Gallows has the mic right now.
Aaron, where the hell has that been all this time? For nearly a year, every single member of that locker room has asked you to show us the fire that you may have deep down inside your gut. And finally, within a month's notice, we see it. And you know what? I'm proud of you. And I have known Aaron for 15 years. When he was 155 pounds and 15 years old, he broke into this business. And I kicked his ass then, and I will kick your ass now. The difference is, sit down, Aaron. The difference between you and I is you stayed right here in Wichita. Aaron is from Derby, Kansas. He had his first match in Park City in a backyard, 10 feet away from the BTK killer. He's got one good quality. Aaron, in that time, I have performed in 32 states, 4 countries, and I have held over 55 championships in this business, including the one you saw me earn today. I am the personification of what a professional wrestler is and should be, and I am the personification of what a heavyweight champion will be. Because not only am I the greatest champion in the history of Kansas with the longest reign in the last 25 years, but when I take that 30 pounds of gold and put it on my shelf, I will leave it there, because when this cage match is over, there will be blood, there will be violence, and there will be a pile of bodies, starting with yours. Because for all this time, for these 15 years, I have spent every single minute in this state doing my best to do better than you. And I've got to tell you, it hasn't been hard. When you keep the bar low, you guarantee success. Keeping in mind that the bar has been lowered, you are not only looking at the next heavyweight champion of HCW, you have been looking at the star of HCW for over a year. When I came back to Kansas Wrestling, I looked at Ray Leon in the eye, I looked at Billy Simmons, and I said, he's the guy. And you know what? I was right. The problem is, he made one very fatal mistake, and it was sticking his big nose in my business. When you, Ray Leon, decided to stick your nose in my business and get involved in my matches and cost me championships, you costed me money, you costed me main events. You made a very big mistake, because now you will face the consequences inside that 16-foot high steel cage. You've been there, I've been there, and we know what it does to people. When you walk in, you will not walk out the same. And I can guarantee you both, at the end of the day, you will have one thing to say: Drake goes over.
That was one fiery speech, ladies and gentlemen. Look, Drake Gallows is ready. And Ray Leon has a few words that he wants to say to the people of HCW before this triple threat match. He did not want to talk. He didn't want to listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have all three signatures for November 16th at Osage Rec Center. 16-foot high steel cage. Aaron the Prodigy Helms, Drake Gallows, illustrious Ray Leon for the Heartland Championship. Don't miss it. Tickets are on sale now. They're over at the table. Get them as you can. Guys, let's clean this up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man. Get tickets while you can. Look, this is a match of magnitude that HCW has not seen. Triple threat, 16 feet of solid steel.
Hey! Where you going? Where you going? Get your ass back in here. Go ahead. Go ahead, big boy. Nah, hold on. Go ahead, champ.
Ray Leon calling back in Aaron Helms.
So I want to thank you both. Thank you, both of you. Thanks for saying what you were saying, because honestly, it's true, y'all. One, I got involved when I wasn't supposed to. And yes, sir, when I fought in MMA for Bellator, I failed. Straight up. I had 2 chances. Squandered them both. And I reached the end of the line, and y'all, I just walked away. It is what it is, you know? But here's the thing, bruh. I am at the end of the line again in professional wrestling. Yes. I've had 2 opportunities, Billy. You give me 2 chances to win that Heartland Championship Wrestling belt. 2 opportunities, and what did I do? Squander it away. And I'm at the end of the line again. But it ain't mine. It's the end of your line, bruh. The era of Aaron Helms will cease to be because on November 16th, I'm going to beat your ass. And you. I ain't forgot about you. Yes, you're right. The greatest in Kansas professional wrestling right here. Okay? 300 days of being the best. But no longer. I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to beat you, and at the end of the night, when both y'all wake up, here's what you're going to see. You're going to see me with my hand raised, and the first thing you're going to hear, and new, the illustrious Ray Leon. Get out of my damn ring, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Richards back at commentary, and things are intense in the ring right now.
Tell me about that tension. You were in the ring.
You could cut the tension with a knife. I mean, I know Ray. I know how intense he can be. I know Drake. I know how intense Drake can be. I know how intense Aaron Helms can be. I don't know what truly kept them apart other than the threat of... Hold on.
Handgun Dan attacking.
Handgun Dan is attacking Drake Gallows. Now, earlier today, Handgun Dan and Drake Gallows had some issues. And I'm wondering if Handgun Dan hasn't let that go yet.
I mean, obviously, he's still upset. You know, they had that argument beforehand, and
now the locker room is clearing out to keep these 2 men apart.
But how well can you do that? 2 very powerful men, you know, wanting to kill each other.
2 intense men that want to kill. Handgun Dan is free, and he's back on Drake. This night just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I
mean, we just started.
I mean, we haven't had our first match yet.
You 2, are you done fighting yet? Knock it off. Hold up. Y'all want to fight so bad? Do y'all want to see them fighting? All right, I tell you what, you want to see them fight so bad? How about this, Dan? I know why you're mad. You're mad because Drake Gallows beat you for that title. So I tell you what, Drake Gallows, Handgun Dan, right now for the Out of Luck title. Let's do the damn thing. Wrestlers to the back. Let's have a match. Give me a ref. Hey, and just a heads up, no DQ.
And just like that, and before the wrestlers can even get backstage, Drake Gallows is on the attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first defense of the brand new Out of Luck championship that Drake Gallows won this morning in a battle royal. And right now we have Handgun Dan versus Drake Gallows in a no DQ match. Right now they are literally fighting in the crowd.
Once again, there's nothing like being at live pro wrestling. You're sitting next to a guy repeatedly getting punched in the face, sitting down.
Here's the thing, you never know what's gonna happen. These 2 men I've watched in no DQ matches, and there's a body slam on the outside. Things like that happen. That is not a very friendly, you know, it hurts to get body slammed. And then on concrete, I wouldn't want to be Handgun Dan right now.
No, absolutely not. Zero give. You have to think tripping and falling hurts. Getting thrown to the ground hurts a lot worse.
Handgun Dan just slammed Drake Gallows' face into the ring apron. And Drake is taking a little break in the crowd, it looks like.
Handgun Dan grabbing Drake. Looking for a suplex here. Drake blocks it. A couple shots to the gut.
Headbutt by Drake Gallows, and you know, I know he does that a lot, and there's a reason why. He's got a hard head.
want to see me doing headbutts because, you know, I'm so gorgeous, I don't want to mess up my face. But let me tell you, when Drake Gallows wants to headbutt you, there's not much you can do. You can't really stop him.
No, there is not. Also, we don't want to mess up that pretty hair of yours.
Yeah, of course not.
Handgun Dan with a snap there. Is he, no, we can't see. Is he raking the eyes of Drake Gallows?
Look, in a no DQ, anything goes. There's not, I mean, the ref has no ability to stop what happens. So it's really who's willing to take it the furthest.
And here's the thing. I know both of these men will take it as far as it needs to go to win. One of these men will not walk out of the ring tonight.
There's a clothesline in the corner there. Drake Gallows walking over to Handgun Dan. There's another Irish whip into the corner and another clothesline. Now, those clotheslines, they just wear you out.
Well, and it's one of those things, there's nowhere to go if it's in the corner. You're just going to just take all of it. You know, if you take it in the middle of the ring, okay, there's nothing stopping you from falling backwards, but in that case, there's a corner, and that is it. And there's steel behind those turnbuckles.
And it's a smart move by Handgun Dan, getting out of the ring, bringing Drake Gallows in, and hanging him over the ropes, now choking him out. Now, usually, the ref will count to 5 with chokes.
Right.
But no DQ.
No DQ. So anything goes, chokes, whatever you want to do. There's a big back body drop by Handgun Dan. Drake wisely gets out of the ring.
And see, this is what you need to do. Some people don't like it, but this is called being smart. You know, in football, you need time to get in the huddle. But as you see, Handgun Dan on the chase here. Drake Gallows can get him off with a big headbutt there.
Handgun, is he trying to take a seat in a man in a wheelchair's lap? No, and he just fell into somebody in the crowd.
Look, your legs give out, you know, and unfortunately it was on a person.
As we said before, this is the first defense of the Out of Luck Championship by Drake Gallows. He won it here this morning.
And the winner of that belt, it's a golden ticket for any championship, anywhere, anytime. That's why they're fighting so badly for that beautiful, beautiful belt.
I mean, here's the thing. If Drake Gallows wins, he has 2 opportunities to win the Heartland Championship. If you think about it, if he makes it through today, doesn't win in that 16-foot high steel cage, he still has one more opportunity at whoever wins that match.
And let's look at this possibility. Drake Gallows wins. Now he's going after the independent. Now we can have a double champ possible.
We very well could. He wins the Heartland Championship. He uses his Out of Luck opportunity to win the Independence Championship from Chance Garrigan. We have a Drake Gallows era of professional wrestling. Inverted atomic drop by Drake Gallows, and looks like he's putting in a sharpshooter on Handgun Dan.
Right in the middle of the ring.
There's no rope break though. This is again no DQ. Let's see if Handgun Dan can hang on.
But you know, you got to think if you're Handgun Dan, you know, it's a no DQ, so the ropes don't matter, but he might still try and go for him. You know, because it's so ingrained that the ropes will stop that submission, but you're stuck. But Handgun Dan strong enough to turn over and push off Drake Gallows. Drake in the corner. A big shoulder to the gut. To that spike DDT kind of thing. I mean, and that's it.
Wow. Handgun Dan is the new Out of Luck.
Your winner and new Out of Luck champion, Handgun Dan.
We have a very, very scary man holding basically the golden ticket to the HCW Heavyweight Championship.
You know, whoever wins that 16-foot high steel cage match should be very, very afraid.
And also, let's look. Chance Kerrigan is still champ. if he wants to, he can go after that independence title and reclaim that.
He very well could.
Nobody is safe from Handgun Dan.
I mean, I don't know if it disqualifies him from right now. The Sunflower Championship is vacant. Does that disqualify him for going for it? You know, I myself am a former women's champion, so anything can happen.
I mean, yeah, like as you are former women's champ, you know, I am sitting next to greatness here, but you know, you will go after that illustrious title. It's another HCW illustrious title.
It very well is.
I don't need anyone. I'm the king.
And
This
Handgun
is
Dan
my
is
show.
putting every champion on notice.
If you have a belt, watch out, because a very dangerous man is waiting for his opportunity to cash that in.
Now, while that was an impromptu match, that was a great opening match.
Well, I hope they warmed you guys up a little bit. All right, our next match is an HCW Tag Team Trio match scheduled for one fall. Our first team is combined of Michael Maverick, Darren Jekyll, and Simon.
Now, the team of Michael Maverick, Darren Jekyll, and Simon Ballasong has kind of come on recently, and they are creepy. All three of them scare me.
Absolutely freakish. You know, you can see in their entrance, you know, look into their eyes. There's just a dark pit staring back at you.
Extremely psychotic. And Darren Jekyll and Michael Maverick are carrying Simon Ballasong's limp body
Like a dead man.
What is going on here? Oh, wow. Simon's Ballasong. Like I said, these guys are straight creepy. And the size of Michael Maverick and Darren Jekyll, just massive. You know, their size and strength is going to be a great compliment to Simon Ballasong's speed.
You know, and it's the casual, you know, man backed by two monsters. Look at the size of Darren Jekyll. Look at the size of the Black Diamond. Look, I mean, it is something else. I do not want to be stepping into that.
Simon Ballasong did a smart thing going and recruiting those two to be his allies.
Not much anyone can do about this trio. That is a power group right there.
That 4-second rope from just the sheer mass of Michael Maverick and Darren Jekyll.
Their opponents this evening are a team combined of Christian Temple, the Morning Star, and Kargar.
So now we have a very talented and experienced Christian Temple who's held multiple championships, both single and in tag team, coming out with two young, hungry wrestlers in Morning Star and Kargar. Now, I've watched Kargar numerous times. The guy is borderline insane. He will do just about anything with his body.
And I mean, look, a caveman couldn't do what a caveman could do.
Oh, and we were starting off just with a brawl. Christian Temple tossing Darren Jekyll out of the ring. Morning Star tossing Michael Maverick out of the ring. And Simon Ballasong alone with the team of Christian Temple, Kargar, and Morning Star.
Simon Ballasong saying a few words. And just turns around right to a right hand by Kargar.
Oh, and a big clothesline from Christian Temple.
I mean, this is a 3-on-1. The bell just rang.
Big body slam from Kargar on to Simon Ballasong. Morningstar going to get a turn now, pick him up and body slam him.
Big body slam by Morning Star. Everybody's getting a piece of Simon Balisong here.
Michael Maverick and Darian Jekyll encouraging Simon Balisong to get out of the ring. Referee clearing out Morningstar and Cargar so we can get this match officially started. Yes, the bell has rang, but now we have two competitors in the ring, Simon Balisong and Christian Temple.
And just like that, Cargar is tagged in. Christian Temple dragged over to Cargar, and Cargar with a stomp to the lower back.
Take care of business. There we go.
Now Cargar is a caveman over there.
Yes.
I don't know if he actually talks. There's a lot of grunts.
He doesn't talk too much.
I know he'll talk to Ricky Wingrave once in a while, but that's about it. And Cargar tags in the Morningstar.
They're splitting the ring in half again. You know, I wonder if the veteran Christian Temple made sure to preface that if you split the ring, Simon can't tag.
You know that he has a solid game plan for those three. And I know he won't take anyone lightly.
Oh, a big headbutt there. And another big headbutt. And a third big headbutt.
And there was a big hip toss from the Morningstar.
Drag him back into the middle of the ring.
Cover.
And a kick out at 2.
Now, I know Simon Balisong has no quit in him. He will keep fighting until the bitter end. Yes, don't let his small stature surprise you. He doesn't stop. He just keeps fighting. Almost superhuman or unhuman.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder, does he feel pain? Because he, just like that, he switches it around. Slamming down the Morningstar, going for a pin. The kick out at 2.
You know, I'm not sure it's that he feels pain or if he enjoys pain. There's just something I haven't quite ever understood about that guy.
Yeah, if it was me, you know, and I was in that ring, and I had 2 giant monsters in my corner, look, I get out of that corner, I'm tagging him, but Simon has taken control of the match.
You know, like I said, there was something unnatural about that man.
Roll up, right back into the submission. Morningstar trying to break free.
Morningstar trying to get to his corner to tag out.
Fighting up and knee to the gut.
Oh, a beautiful DDT from Simon Balisong.
I mean, and you got to think that rattles your brain. You know, you land on your neck. And here comes Darian Jekyll.
That man is a monster.
Stomping on that lower back, you have to think he's pushing all of his weight right on your lower spine. I mean, there's not much you can do after one of those. And just carrying him around.
Huge body slam from Darian Jekyll.
He held him up with one hand.
Oh my gosh, that is scary. Rear chin lock.
Just wrenching back.
Will rip that man's head off. Morningstar reaching for his corner, trying to tag out.
And you know, Darian Jekyll, he was yelling at Morningstar, reach for them, reach for them. He was taunting the Morningstar. And look, when you're in the ring and you're Darian Jekyll, it's hard for you not to be overconfident.
Well, he has such a size advantage over the Morningstar. With a modified STF.
He looks like he's about to rip his knee off. And wrenching back on that neck. That is a horrible spot to be in right now. And even if he breaks free, he is facing the Black Diamond Michael Maverick and Simon Balisong, so he has to do a full turnaround. He's surrounded.
Michael Maverick tagged in. And this man is just towering.
Big Uranagi there.
Just
going all the way down.
planted the Morning Star. Now stepping on his throat.
And now, I want to clear one thing up, right? Michael Maverick, he wants to come out here and talk about how pretty he is. And it kind of bothers me a little bit, because I am gorgeous Gavin Bush. But if I didn't have this destructive ankle injury, I think I'd go in there and slap the pretty out.
Oh, I have no doubt that you can clear that ring with all 6 men.
Okay, so I'll retract my previous statement here after that rolling cutter. I'll wait a little bit. You know, I don't want to risk re-injury.
Christian Temple getting in the ring and breaking up the pin.
He's so athletic for the size, dragging the Morning Star back over. And Morning Star can't catch a break.
That poor guy's been there for what, 5-8 minutes, just getting beaten by these 2 humongous men. Oh wow, he rolls underneath Darian Jekyll, trips him up.
In a big slap,
It was not
but he was
enough,
able
though.
to roll through it.
Michael Maverick bails out
He
with Kargar.
sees Kargar coming. That is a smart idea. Darren Jekyll just got suplexed.
Kargar, like I said, he's caveman. Oh, he's going to pick up Simon Ballasong and just bury him into the mat with a body slam. Christian Temple calling his shot and getting tagged in. Michael Maverick, he just threw him over the top rope.
Getting dragged into the ring.
Bashed his head into the... Oh, Christian Temple and Kargar climbing to the second rope.
And the fans counting along to each punch.
Temple calling to end this match.
Kargar lifting Darren Jekyll onto his shoulders. Michael Maverick breaking out of the suplex. Darren Jekyll getting out of the fireman's carry. Christian Temple thrown out of the ring. Kargar thrown out of the ring.
Simon Ballasong, Darian Jekyll, and Michael Maverick.
And Morning Star all by himself once again, and that is a bad situation to be in.
It's a double choke slam from Maverick and Jekyll.
Folded him like an accordion. Did you see his legs touched his face? He kicked himself in the face.
Cover. Simon Ballasong picks up the pinfall after that double choke slam from Michael.
Your winners, Michael Maverick, Darren Jekyll, and Simon.
Like I said, that is a scary, scary team to watch. There's a lot of trios out there that need to be watching out. I don't know if there's a 3-man team in HCW other than the Empire's Chunk of Violence, Hector and Roro, that could take out this.
Yeah, no, it's very, very scary. If you have 2 best friends with you, watch your back, because there are possibly very few, if none, who can really take on this duo.
Simon Ballasong, Darian Jekyll, and Michael Maverick are your winners of this trios tag match. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in. We are at the Emerald City Tattoo Expo at Century 2 in Wichita, Kansas for the second of 2 shows that were today. You can go back on YouTube probably and watch the first session. We'll also be live tomorrow at 12 o'clock on YouTube, or come on down to Century 2 and see us live and in person, because there's nothing better than watching pro wrestling live. Isn't that right, Gavin?
That is true. And as we saw in that prelude to the first match for the title, you can be sitting and there's a fight in the second row.
You never know what's going to happen. And I want to remind you all, on November 1st, Skill will be in Dodge City, Kansas, and on November 16th, Heartland Championship Wrestling will be at the Osage Center in Wichita, Wichita, Kansas. Come out and watch both of those shows live. Always entertaining, family friendly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, we are streaming live on YouTube, so it's okay to get loud and make the ones watching at home jealous, all right? This match is brought to you by iCryo Wichita West. iCryo provides cutting-edge holistic therapies. Services include whole-body cryotherapy, red light therapy, infrared saunas, body sculpting, compression therapy, IV therapy, and IM shots. This match is an HCW singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall at a weight of 180 pounds. He wrestles out of Wichita, Kansas. Give it up for the director's cut, Dutch McLean.
Dutch McLean is a very talented young man. He trained with, I believe, Dustin Rhodes at the Nightmare Factory.
That's Cody Rhodes. He went down to Texas with Dustin and then went on to Georgia to train with A.R. Fox.
Did he? Okay. He's trained with a lot of people, learned a lot.
I mean,
Very, very talented young man. And,
young, hungry, and he went out early and is perfecting his craft. And look, when he's having a match, he's always trying to direct a highlight reel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you rise to your feet and make some noise for the heart and soul of HCW. Give it up for the illustrious Ray Leon!
Look, are you really the heart and soul of HCW? Do you have to tell yourself the heart and soul of HCW?
you know, if people don't know it by now, I don't know what to say. As I've said before, Ray and I have history. You know, I wish him the best of luck, but you know, I don't trust the man at all.
You wish him luck at a distance.
You know what? As 50% owner, I wish that he puts on the best performance possible tonight. But you know what? I think that Dutch McLean might be able to cut him short.
You know, you never know. You never know. Dutch McLean, very talented. Ray Leon giving that fiery speech at the beginning, calling Aaron Helms back into the ring. Said he was going to beat Aaron Helms. Said he was going to beat Drake Gallows and become the new champ.
On November 16th in that 16-foot high steel cage match.
November 16th, Osage Rec Center. Mark it in your calendars. Triple threat steel cage. That is going to be a good one.
And one thing I want to note, somebody reminded me that Handgun also has a first-round bye for the First City Championship up in Leavenworth. He could be a triple champion. So, even more things to worry about when it comes to Handgun Dan.
Yeah.
And now back to the ring. Ray Leon using his speed, athleticism, that background in fighting in Bellator, as Aaron Helms alluded to. Dutch McLean looking for a test of strength with Ray Leon. I'm not sure that might be the best choice for him, but let's see how that works out for him.
Behind you now. Dutch McLean kicks down, rolls back. Top wrist lock there. See, that's very smart. Oh, and there's an arm drag to get out of it. Look, why focus on a test of strength when you can just kick his hand out of the way and roll?
That is true.
A headlock in there.
Dutch sends him off the ropes. Leapfrog.
Oh, and he missed the drop kick. Ray Leon moves out of the way, flips him over. Arm drag.
Oh, wow. Hurricane Rana from Dutch McLean. Dutch McLean's shown that athleticism and skill that we all know he has.
Look, but when I roll out of the ring, I get booed.
It's Ray Leon. He plays by his own rules, obviously.
And they're clapping. Oh, but here comes
McLean.
Dutch.
Oh!
Suicide dive. Once again, you never know. Now you're sitting right next to Ray Leon. Dutch McLean throwing Ray Leon back in the ring. 10.
Ray kicked out at 1. Dutch going up to the top rope.
And he's very dangerous up at the top. Oh, but Ray Leon with a insecurity, stunning Dutch McLean.
He's going up.
Suplex. Wasn't a superplex, just a suplex from the top rope.
One. And that's a kick out at 2. Dutch McLean is still in it. Fans chanting, "Let's go, Ray."
Hey!
But we're at one of those things where they are both from the Wichita area. Dutch is from Wichita, Kansas. Ray lives in Wichita, Kansas. Trained MMA and Jiu-Jitsu in Derby, Kansas.
Ray gets caught.
Through
Oh, wow. That was a scissor takedown. That is
Kick out at 2.
a very dangerous judo throw. And then a big side suplex from Ray Leon. Dutch McLean kicks out at 2.
But you see, that took a lot out of him. That was a little bit of a weaker kick out. You know, each pin, you're losing a little bit of energy. Each slam, you're losing energy. But Dutch McLean,
You know, as part owner, I might have to try to make that happen.
I think you should. That's only fair. Maybe even since Ray lost, take him out.
Oh, 100%. Oh, and a,
and a cutter.
Cover by Dutch McLean. Ray kicked out at the last second, getting that shoulder up.
That was close. You know, and Ray said this is, you know, he squandered 2 opportunities in Bellator. He's had 2 opportunities in HCW. He is not squandering another opportunity. Ray Leon with the carry, slams down Dutch McLean. Dutch McLean kicks out at 2.
I 100% believe when Ray says he's not going to squander another opportunity, that he truly believes in his delusions of grandeur, that he will not squander another opportunity. Now, I have a feeling that Drake Gallows and Aaron Helms have something to say about that. Oh, and those nasty kicks from Ray Leon. Kip up from Dutch McLean, got some forearms, sends him off the ropes.
And he missed that third kick.
Oh, and a big clothesline.
And another big clothesline. In the ropes. Crossbody, that's 1. That's a kick out of 2. That was close.
That's questionable.
That was a close near fall. That's as close as you're going to get to a 3 count without ringing the bell.
Yeah. Oh, big kick.
Insecurity to the back of the head, stumbling down the sling blade.
Oh, and a big knee.
And that is going to do it.
Your winner, Ray Leon!
Ray Leon has his eyes set for gold, but unfortunately, there's really 3 obstacles blocking that. 2 very big angry men and a steel cage.
It's true, but this is a lot of momentum heading into that match. As we saw earlier, Drake Gallows was defeated by Handgun Dan, so you got to wonder what's going through Drake's mind. We know that Ray is overconfident as always, showing good sportsmanship, picking up Dutch McLean, holding his hand up. If nothing else, Ray acts like he cares about people.
You know, and you look at it, it's almost mockingly.
It really is. You know, you beat the man, you hold his hand up like he won something. Just let him lick his wounds and leave.
Look, the only person who really gets this race after every match, win, I don't know, is because I always win those wrestling.
Oh, you are the most gorgeous wrestler in Kansas, Gavin. No one can take. We should make you a belt. the gorgeous Gavin Bush
There
championship.
needs to be some sort of reward.
All right, Wichita. Our next match is brought to you by the Chubby Buddy Studio. The Chubby Buddy Studio is the home of HCW's Bumping Chops, the newest podcast on YouTube on the Chubby Buddy Studio. Be sure to follow them on Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. This Monday is our newest episode, and you won't want to miss that guest. This is an HCW tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, give it up for Frankie V and Colton Kinnaman.
These two young men are hungry. And Colton Kinnaman, Gavin, you've had the opportunity to be in the ring with Colton Kinnaman before. Tell us kind of how you think this match might go for them.
Look, I sure have, and let me tell you, for the opponent or whoever's going to be stepping in the ring, at least with Colton, you're going to get hit hard over and over and over again, and then you'll get slammed, and then you'll get hit hard again. That's about how that match goes.
And I can only imagine that Frankie V has the same mindset in that ring.
And you have to think these two guys are trying to prove something tonight.
Now, I believe this is Frankie's debut match for Heartland Championship Wrestling.
And you can already see he has the swagger of an HCW wrestler.
Now I hope you guys are ready for their opponents. The only successful friendship to come from a tender match, bringing friendships closer one match at a time. They are Logan Knight and Stormy Renee. Together, please welcome Only Friends.
Yo, you want to see something cool? No. I'm going to do it anyway.
And Logan Knight have taken, I want to use a pun, a storm. Anyways, folks,
Focus on the match.
Logan Knight and Stormy Renee have been tag teaming all over the Midwest as a mixed tag team, but taking on anyone and everyone that will step in the ring with them. And last week at Leavenworth, Conquest Violence, who I was out there managing and supporting, wrestled Only Friends. And you know what? You got a hand to Logan Knight. Logan Knight is, what, a TWI top
500 wrestler.
He is extremely talented. And Stormy Renee,
WWE, AEW.
yeah, I mean, she has made a name for herself. So you all are being blessed with watching two of the most talented young wrestlers in America right now in our ring. Now, Stormy Renee is she was the first Sunflower champion in HCW.
And then went on and wrestled in AEW. She's been on WWE TV. She has done it all.
Stormy and Frankie are starting in the ring. And Stormy seems to almost have a height advantage. She's like 6 feet tall. She's scary tall.
Yeah, look, she can take on anybody, anywhere, anytime.
And she's not afraid of anyone.
And as you see, she's not afraid. She's not only going to try and win this match, she's going to be in arm wrestling too.
Frankie's going to entertain it. Now, here's the funny thing. Stormy put her left hand up. I don't know if Frankie's left-handed, so this might be in Stormy's favor.
There's a stalemate here.
Stormy wins. Stormy cheated.
I don't ask questions here. Stormy's hand was raised. Stormy won.
She used two hands.
I didn't see that.
Of course you would. Maybe if you took those sunglasses off, you would see something, Gavin.
Look, I have to wear the sunglasses at night indoors because my future is so bright and everything's reflection because I'm so gorgeous.
Where's your mirror at, man?
They had a conference data. I was too focused on me, not the show.
Back to the action in the ring. Stormy back elbow to Frankie in the corner. Big hip attack. Kicks Frankie down.
That running hip attack into the corner. Now that'll give you whiplash. I mean, you get hit and the only thing that's able to move is your neck.
So as somebody who has taken that running hip attack from Stormy, it does give you whiplash.
In the ropes. And drop kick. The fans getting behind Stormy. Frankie V going up.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's cheating, correct?
Count? Why is the ref not count?
I will have a talk with my employee later today.
And another hip attack, and then another hip attack.
Logan and Stormy double teaming Frankie's face with their hip attacks.
I mean, look, if you're Frankie,
was that a double steam face? Oh, Colton Kinnaman. Oh, drop toe hold right into the nether regions of Frankie.
Now, was that low blow? Is that DQ?
You know.
Or is that because it's an accident?
Oh, and a Bronco Buster from Logan Knight.
And Frankie is stuck. Luckily, he rolls out of the ring. Look, like I said, in football and basketball, you have timeouts and huddles.
Oh, Logan with the drop kick to both Frankie and Colton.
And unfortunately, in wrestling, you don't. And that's what happens when you try to huddle up.
Now, the Empire has mastered the huddle. Okay, so
it's all about distance.
It's about
you guys are pros.
We are experts. Positioning. It's positioning. Frankie stomping on Logan Knight's hands. Now wrenching that arm across the middle rope.
And kicking his arm off the rope after he breaks the fall.
Do one more, huh?
Frankie has control. Jumping right on his arm. Is it? I'm surprised. It might be broke.
You know, he's favoring it quite a bit.
Ropes. Sunset flip. I guess it's not.
Maybe not.
Colton holding on.
Frankie holding on and now just ground and pound on Logan Knight. Stormy's just in the corner, can't do anything about it. Logan reaching for Stormy.
The fans behind Logan Knight right now, trying to get to the rope. It's a double underhook suplex right there.
Frankie going for the cover.
The kick out at 2.
Frankie backing Logan into his corner, tagging in Colton Kinnaman.
And now there are the heavy strikes of Colton. And once again, like I said, he hits you, slams you, and hits you on the head.
Covered by Colton, kick out at 2 by Logan Knight. Crowd getting behind Logan Knight. But I'm not sure how helpful that's going to be right now. Logan is stuck in a camera clutch in the middle of the ring.
I didn't say I was! That's you! You're supposed to be friendly!
Referee Brent Wall is checking Logan, see if he wants to give up or not.
And, you know, Colton Kinnaman right now just wrenching. I don't know how Logan hasn't tapped yet. And the fans starting to get behind Logan, but cut back off once again. It's a big back suplex. That is not fun to take, I will tell you what. 1, and that's a kick out at 2.
I think the power of friendship between the Only Friends is the only thing keeping Logan still in this match. Not wanting to to fail his best friend, Stormy Renee. Logan getting stomped in the corner again by Frankie.
Massive body slam. Logan Knight is just getting beaten up, and there's a senton there. And another kick out. Logan Knight is not giving up.
I think Stormy Renee being in his corner keeps him going.
Look, the power of friendship, you know, it's a thing.
It is 100% a thing.
And you also have to think this is a top 500 wrestler. They're reaching again, they grab on.
Oh,
and the ref gets him off.
The ref kicks the hands of Colton Kinnaman, who was holding on to Frankie to prevent the sunset flip.
Kick out at 2, Irish whip. Logan Knight reverses it. Frankie in the corner, Logan Knight with a kick.
Logan going up to the top rope.
And a big crossbody.
Kick out at 2 by Frankie. Logan is still fighting. As you said, being a top 500 wrestler, he does not quit easily. It's going to take more than a few moves to keep him down. Logan
reaching for the tag. Frankie grabbing him, but an insecurity. Colton gets in, Stormy gets in. And a discus forearm, another discus forearm.
Oh, big boot
in the corner. And a big boot in the corner. Tripping both of them. They're sitting in the corner.
Hip attack to both opponents.
Here we go.
And a cannonball.
Cannonball. Logan Knight tagged in.
Uppies, baby!
And they're in a backpack right now.
Double cannonball.
A backpack cannonball.
1, 2, 2.
Look, I don't know if I would have kicked out of that one.
You know, Colton is a tough competitor, so I don't doubt that he's able to kick out of that.
But you can't get caught in that position there.
But that had to hurt.
Yeah, that hurt bad.
Oh, and Stormy went up to the top rope, and Colton pushed Logan into the ropes.
Taking control once again. Colton tags in Frankie here. A big double chokeslam there, 1. And a big kick out at 2.
And a low bridge by Stormy, sending Colton to the outside.
Frankie's by himself now, but he has control over Logan Knight. Sunset flip. He doesn't have anyone to grab onto this time.
He hooks the legs over Frankie's arms. And I don't think referee Brent Wall saw that Stormy.
Your winners by pinfall, Only Friends!
I don't think the referee saw that Stormy was holding down Frankie.
You know, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
You're not wrong, but that's
that right there is the power of friendship.
That tarnishes their victory, though. So
I mean, but in the win column, that's just another tally.
I guess, but I think that Colton Kinnaman and Frankie B have a very good chance of being successful with HCW based off of that performance. They held their own against one of the top tag teams in the Midwest.
And like you said, not without a little bit of controversy. Tonight has been...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is going to be performed by Southwest Kansas Independent Lucha Libre, or Skill. This is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall at a weight of 180 pounds. He wrestles out of Kansas City, Missouri. Please welcome the Raging Bull, El Toro.
Now we saw El Toro earlier today against Valencia. Held his own against that monster in a very impressive loss. Came up just short. I'm interested to see how he performs in this triple threat match.
I mean, look, he's pulling double duty today. You know, had a match earlier tonight, as you mentioned, and now in a triple threat. And I already see the fans have not been liking him after his first match.
You know, I understand.
And now making his way to the ring, he stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall by a weight of 180 pounds. He wrestles out of Wichita, Kansas. He is Marcio Lago.
Now we've seen Marcio Lago skill. He's been very, very impressive.
And the fans love Marcio Lago here.
You know, I don't know why. I mean, what's the difference between, they both have masks on.
No, one game high five, one game.
I don't understand. Here's the thing that as a part of skill, the one thing that
And now making his way to the ring, and now making his way to the ring, he stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall by a weight of 250 pounds. He wrestles out of the desert of Durango. He is the venomous Alacron Azul.
Now we also saw Alacron Azul earlier today in a losing contest against El Diablo Vega, one of the top wrestlers in skill. So
It's here to ruin Kansas.
Marcio Lago, you know, he is the freshest competitor here.
he is. Now, as I was saying earlier, the one thing as being part of skill that I have strived to help do is to make lucha great again. Now, I personally don't understand why they have to wear masks. Are they ugly under there? Do they have faces? Do they have eyeballs? I don't know. But what I can say is that they are highly entertaining. They will fly around the ring, all that fun stuff. Can't pronounce those names, but that's okay. It should be a very entertaining match, though. Given what we saw out of Alacron Azul and El Toro earlier, and based off of what I know of Marcio Lago.
Now this triple threat is about to begin. And look, right now we are seeing Lucha Libre at its finest. He shouts, wait.
Alacron Azul is trying to make a deal, it looks like, with the Raging Bull El Toro. They're going to shake hands?
They're going to shake on it. Are we going to see a team?
Turn this into a handicap match?
Yeah, but there's only one winner.
See, this is not this. This is why I want to make lucha great again.
An unfair advantage.
So it is now turned into a 2-on-1 match. Marcio Lago.
Look, there's still only one winner. They're going to turn on each other.
They've got to, but I mean, if they can take out Marcio Lago, then it's just the two of them, and they can fight it out between themselves.
And, you know, there are both two men who have already wrestled today. Marcio Lago, as we mentioned earlier, being the freshest wrestlers out of the three. You know, so maybe it's also the two tired guys just team up to try and...
Oh, massive chop from Alacron Azul onto Marcio Lago.
He might not be the freshest wrestler anymore after that chop. They're just beating down Marcio Lago there.
But one has to wonder how long this alliance of convenience will last between El Toro and Azul. big double suplex onto Marcialago. And Azul goes for the cover, and El Toro took offense to that.
And just like that, the alliance crumbles.
Now this is not an elimination match. This is the first pinfall wins the match. A big clothesline from Azul, and he just starts going to town on El Toro.
El Toro got caught in the ropes there and thrown back there. Gouging the eyes through the mask.
And kicking the back of the head of El Toro. Big gut-wrench suplex from Azul. Makes the cover.
El Toro kicks out at 2. Marcialago still feeling the effects of the 2-on-1 attack at the beginning of the match.
Now one thing that is quite noticeable is the size advantage that Azul has over El Toro and Marcialago. I wonder if the strength factor is going to come into play.
Look, if he can narrow it down to where it is a one-on-one, nobody is going to be able to outpower him. He'll have
We say that bridging suplex from Marcialago.
kick out at 2. Marcialago picking up Azul here and a kick to the gut.
Now one thing as we talk about Southwest Kansas Independent Lucha Libre, the one thing that they strive to do is to bring the culture of Azul and El Toro.
There's a kick out at 2 by El Toro. And you know, skill is I've been keeping tabs on it. I've been watching it. And November 1st at Dodge City, I truly believe that I want to see skill in person, and everybody either watching on YouTube or in the show here needs to remember November 1st, Dodge City. You get to see more wrestling just like this. High action, high impact, fast pace.
El Toro and Azul have started their fragile alliance again. Now the skill show on November 1st will be at the Depot Theater, and it is a fundraiser for that theater. The skill founder, Angel Romero Jr., has had a special place in his heart for the Depot Theater, being involved in a lot of acting and stuff. So if you're in the Dodge City area, or if you want to make the trip out to Dodge City, please come out. You can find Skill online on their Facebook page and Instagram to find out information on getting tickets. It's an X Factor on Alacrán Azul by El Toro.
There's a kick out there at 2.
El Toro arguing with the ref.
Now arguing with the fans. Look, I've learned, and I'm not going to stop arguing with fans because, you know, at the end of the day, the ones who boo me, they're just wrong. But it's arguing with a brick wall.
Back suplex by Marcialago onto El Toro, and now he goes to work on Azul. The one thing the fans don't realize is just how hard this is. Getting hit repeatedly and still getting up and fighting is no easy feat. Arm drags by Marcialago.
El Toro there running after him, but Marcialago able to get out of the way.
Big chop by Marcialago.
Chops in the corner.
Another big chop. And are they teaming up again?
Look, I guess
this has not worked out for them.
You know what? I
Every
guess
time.
in skill they have a short memory and a lot of forgiveness, but you know.
The masks are too tight. Oh wow!
But if you can do
Double
stuff
team
like
move.
that, then maybe that's a good idea.
Azul cover. Once again, El Toro not learning his lesson and having to kick Azul to break it to pin.
And now they're going for blows. Azul attacking El Toro here. pick him up into a big scoop slam, holding him up, one-handed. Big running power slam there. Almost sending El Toro through the mat. Here's a pin here and a kick out at 2.
You know, at some point these two are going to realize that this is a triple threat match. There's no teaming up.
And as mad as El Toro is about Azul repeatedly going after pinfalls after double team moves, look, it's a one pinfall finish, and you're here to win, not to make friends.
Looks like Azul was setting up for a power bomb, and Marcialago hit him from behind.
Azul fighting back. Punch to the gun, then to the back. Marcialago down, and El Toro coming back in, and they're going for another double team move.
Up for a suplex. Down, into a double DDT. Marcialago covering El Toro.
And there's the pinfall.
Your winner by pinfall, Marcialagos!
Through the whole match, El Toro and Azul there trying to double team Marcialago, and he ended up using it to his advantage and coming out with the win.
Yeah, but the game plan that those two had obviously didn't work. It's a triple threat match. How could they think it was going to work? And now they're arguing each other. I'm not sure what they expected.
One fall to a finish, and unfortunately, neither one of them won.
We have to hand it to Marcialago. The odds were stacked against him, and he came out victorious. He's an extremely skilled asset for skill.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event of the evening is brought to you by the Emerald City Tattoo Expo. Huge shout out to them, or we would not be in front of you this evening. Our next match is an HCW singles match for the HCW Heartland Championship and is scheduled for one fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for joining us. We're here live at the Emerald City Tattoo Expo at Century 2 in Wichita, Kansas. And we are ready for a title match, a Heartland Championship match. The first competitor is ACFC's own Tommy Toogood.
Seems to be a fan favorite around here. High impact, very athletic, very fast. It's another example of versus power, tech style, but Tommy Toogood here super well at this technical. Take apart different parts of your body and really isolate different places to attack yourself.
So one of the things that Tommy Toogood has trained is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I believe he has a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which goes a long way to isolating those body parts and helping pick apart an opponent. Our champion, red, white, better than you, the prodigy, Aaron Helms. We saw him earlier tonight, signed the contract with Great Gallows. As far as I'm concerned, we just wide out Aaron Helms' names and we put Tommy Toogood.
So, really, November 16th, no matter what, it's a triple threat.
It is a
Steel cage match.
Yes. Ray Leon and Great Gallows are both in that match.
And they're either going to face the current champion, Aaron Helms, or the challenger, Tommy Toogood.
And here's the thing. Aaron Helms needs to get his mind right if he's going to beat Tommy Toogood.
The challenger stands at 6 feet tall, weighing 212 pounds. He fights out of Wichita, Kansas. He is half of ACFC. Give it up your champion. He stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall at a weight of 350 pounds. He wrestles out of Derby, Kansas. He is the hardest hitting heavyweight in Kansas. Please welcome your HCW Heartland champion, the Prodigy, Aaron Helms.
Red, white, and better than you. Aaron Helms defending his title.
Now, Tommy Too Good is no slouch. Yes, he is a tag team competitor that we know him as, but I know he travels all over and wrestles as a singles competitor. So he knows what he's doing in there when he is by himself. So this should be a solid match. And as I said before, Aaron Helms really needs to be on his game if he's going to walk out still the Heartland champion.
And you know, there's a lot running through Aaron Helms' mind right now. You know, you have to start mentally preparing for that triple threat. But, you know, if you slip up around Tommy Too Good, he is going to take advantage of that opportunity.
I mean, he really cannot be looking ahead to that steel cage match. Helms takes a headlock, just trying to rip the head off of Tommy Too Good.
And you know, I wouldn't be shocked about Tommy throwing him off.
Big shoulder tackle by the champion Aaron Helms.
And Aaron Helms ran through him. It was almost like Tommy wasn't even there. Leapfrog over Aaron Helms. And a big drop kick, and down goes Aaron.
Tommy Too Good knows what opportunity is in front of him.
Going over the neck breaker. Aaron Helms kicks out at 2.
Tommy Too Good is not going to waste this opportunity.
And right now he's getting the fans behind him. Tommy Too Good hitting the ropes.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Aaron Helms moving, palming his stomach, and a chop right to the back, and there's another one.
And that big headbutt. But Tommy Too Good just fighting back. Champion Aaron Helms, he maybe that neckbreaker did something to him.
You know, someone as fast as Tommy Too Good, it is a lot of energy to try and take over the match. He's going to make you work for every move. But right now, Aaron Helms just controlling the pace, going at how he wants it. You know, the match, every move is slow and methodic and really makes you feel it. But right now, Tommy fighting back.
Tommy going for a sunset flip.
And he gets it.
The kick out by Aaron Helms. Tommy is putting everything he has into every movement. No wasted movement out there. He understands that this is his time, his chance. Oh, and a poke to the eyes by the champion Aaron Helms. Oh, and a big chop. And another big chop.
And a double chop. Aaron Helms is not stopping. And I think from here, even with the sunglasses on, I can see Tommy Too Good's chest get redder and redder after each chop.
Aaron Helms just resting his weight against him, and then back elbows into Tommy Too Good.
And a big forearm there. There's a headbutt.
Helms going to the opposite corner. Oh, big cannonball into Tommy Too Good.
It was almost, you know, a cross-body-like move. All that weight landing right into the chest and the midsection of Tommy Toogood.
You have to be worrying about his ribs right about now.
And you can see how he immediately grabbed onto him. But the fans getting behind him. And you know, adrenaline gets you to do things you don't expect to do. So even with broken ribs, Tommy's gonna fight.
Oh, fight he will. European uppercuts from the champion Aaron Helms. Tommy with his own European uppercut.
Now I know I'm injured, but me personally, I wouldn't try and go blow for blow with Aaron Helms. You know, with my hand speed, my quick jab overhand maneuver, you know, I'm quick enough, but you know, the average wrestler, you know, you can be the best, but you don't want to go blow for blows with Aaron Helms here.
That is true, but as we can tell, that strategy is somewhat working for Tommy Toogood.
But just like that, Aaron Helms takes back over.
Front suplex from Aaron Helms. Tommy
kick out at 2. Still some fight left in Tommy Toogood here.
You know, I think early on maybe Aaron Helms had underestimated Tommy Toogood, but I think he's realized that to make it to November 16th in the 16-foot high steel cage, he's got to take care of business today.
And look, he's had 2 title defenses today. And, you know, that's got to be weighing on him. And, you know, but the thought of losing that triple threat match, kick out at 2, and losing that championship, you know, that's pushing Aaron to win these 2 matches a day, to keep pushing to November 16th, keep pushing to that steel cage, keep pushing to another notch on a legacy career. And Tommy Toogood trying to tear it all down and really start a Tommy Toogood era of HCW.
I personally am enjoying Aaron Helms as our champion. He has been a great Heartland champion, regardless of what he's done.
Wichita!
He's defended his title numerous times. He's always been a fighting champion.
One thing you cannot say about Aaron Helms, you may not like how brash he is, but you cannot call him a coward. He has defended that title countless times throughout event after event, show after show, match after match, and Aaron Helms has found a way to win every time.
Oh, big crossbody from Tommy Toogood. Could this be the new? No, Aaron Helms kicks out. Tommy Toogood knows that every time Aaron Helms kicks out, he's one step closer away from losing his opportunity.
Look, Tommy Toogood is right at the top of the mountain. All he needs to do is push Aaron Helms off. Now, and a low blow
from Aaron Helms for a disqualification and a clothesline from hell just to put the icing on the cake. Helms.
Your winner due to disqualification and your new HC. And still your HCW Heartland champion, Aaron the Prodigy Helms.
You know, Helms is a champion. He knows how to keep his championship. I don't necessarily agree with his tactics, but he is still the Heartland champion, and he's going to walk in on November 16th, the Heartland champion, and defend his championship in a 16-foot high steel cage against the illustrious Ray Leon and the urban legend Drake Gallows.
I mean, you know, you may not agree with how he kept his title, but at the end of the day, he kept his title. But you can't take away from the fact that Tommy Toogood technically beat the champion.
He did, and he pushed Aaron Helms to the limit. And this is why ACFC is so good. By himself, he did that. When he steps in the ring with his tag team partner, Austin Reddick, they are that good. And I've witnessed firsthand.
Give me another opportunity like that.
They push Chonka Violence every single time. They are good.
Very good.
Not Chonka Violence good, but they are very, very good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the main event of the evening? Our main event is again brought to you by Skill. This match is a traditional Lucha Libre trio match. Tags are optional. Introducing first, a combined team of Psychotic, Kenny Kingston, and Zach Ravix.
Before we get too far, did he say that tags were optional?
This is why I want to make Lucha great again. How do you know who the legal man is? Anybody can get in the ring. But that is traditional Lucha Libre style. So out first we have the monster, the Iron Pitbull, Kenny Kingston, the silent assassin, Zach Ravix, and Psychotic. Now, I have seen firsthand what Kenny Kingston is capable of, and that guy is a monster.
I've seen him run through a few people. You know, I have been lucky enough to stay out of his way.
You know, I watched him clothesline Stormy Renee one time, and just not care. Didn't care that Stormy's a woman. He will hit anyone and anything, anyhow, however he pleases.
Look,
no questions asked.
And now, making their way to the ring, give it up for the KWA Tag Team Champions, Chokla Violence and Diablo.
Speaking of Chokla Violence, the KWA champs, and Diablo Vega, who we saw earlier today, get a victory earlier.
Now, I have a long history with Chonka Violence. We've been very, very close. We've had some rocky patches. But they are the KWA Tag Team Champions. And I believe on November 16th, they are defending those belts. And I know that they will come out still the KWA Tag Team Champions. Now, why they are tagging with El Diablo Vega, I'm not exactly for sure. Vega and I have our problems. He's kicked me plenty of times. But obviously they know how good Vega is, or else they wouldn't even want him in the ring with him.
And look, it's all about being professional. And you know, when you talk about Chonka Violence, and especially when they're with you, professional, they're good with, you know, even coworkers maybe you don't like.
You know, they are the champions for the reason. I trust their judgment. I know that they are going to make the right decision and do whatever it takes to win.
Now, I don't know what the silent assassin who's going down, standing up now. That guy is creepy.
I wouldn't doubt that, the assassin part, like if he's hiding like a blade or something in his boot.
I mean, has the ref checked him yet? I know tags are optional, but are foreign objects also optional, or is that strictly forbidden?
I don't know. This is why I want to make Lucha great again. Let's just have normal pro wrestling.
Let's bring rules back to wrestling.
So it looks like Kenny Kingston wants to start in the ring. Angel De Paz getting the Lucha chance started. Actually, Psychotic is going to start in the ring. Does he have a...
Is that a foreign object?
That is his hand. That is his arm. I don't think that's a foreign object,
I mean,
is it?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know. I mean...
I think that should be legal.
Look, as long as, technically, as long as it's not a closed fist, it's a part of his body.
So Angel has taken off his chancla, and I think that should be a legal object as well. It's his shoe. Even if he's kicking him with his hand.
When there's a trip there.
Psychotic just going after Angel DeCoste. Big suplex.
Look, you know, you can't speak enough about the strength that, you know, Psychotic has, because he did a suplex one arm pretty much.
Yeah.
And right now,
and Angel DeCoste just hit the 3 amigos on Psychotic.
Taking control and kick out at one there.
Now, for you fans, yes, Angel is wearing an apron. He always wears an apron to the ring. I have asked him numerous times, Angel, why do you wear an apron? And he never gives me an answer in English. So I have no idea why he's wearing an apron.
Maybe it's, you know, every time he's in the kitchen, or every time he's in the ring, you can see him cooking, you know.
You know, here's one thing I will say about Tropical Violence. They introduced me to Guerrero tacos. Have you ever had one of those?
I have not.
Oh, I had one at lunch today. Oh, so good. Psychotic escapes out to the ring with Kenny Kingston and Zach Ravix. And
Huddle up
Angel with the suicide dive.
Look, there's been 2 huddles in that area.
Oh, is there going to be another one? El Diablo Vega. And he goes, oh, Kenny Kingston catches him. Oh,
Kenny Kingston is still standing.
Is Bruiser Valencia going to jump too? That man is too big to be flying, and he does. And Kenny Kingston finally goes down.
Look, if you want to knock down Kenny Kingston, you have to throw your big man at him. And that's exactly what happened.
That is exactly. There were bodies everywhere.
Look, skill promises high-flying lucha libre action, and they are delivering right now.
And folks, remember, there are no tags. Or tags are not necessary in this matchup. So El Diablo Vega and Zach Ravix are the legal men. The roll up from Diablo Vega. The backslide from Zach Ravix. Another pin attempt by Vega. Ravix with the cover. They both kip
double
up.
Kip up.
Handle that business. Handle that business. No me.
Staring each other down.
Now, folks, this type of wrestling is very typical at the skill shows. As we've said before, November 1st, Dodge City, Kansas at the Depot Theater. Come check us out. You will see people like Chunk Violence, Ray Leon, Chance Kerrigan. They all will be there. El Diablo Vega will be there.
Look, and it's like we said earlier, you know, skill is bringing lucha libre, you know, in the rich culture of lucha libre to Kansas. And this is the type of action we will see November 1st in
Nice
Dodge
arm
City.
drag from El Diablo Vega.
There's an axe kick there.
Kenny Kingston, again, there's no tags required. So Kenny Kingston is the legal man. And, oh, we're going to have the Battle of the Titans. Bruisador Valencia and the Iron Pitbull, Kenny Kingston. These two monsters are just going to slug it out, I bet.
Did we reinforce the ring for this match?
I hope so. Oh, they meet in the middle and no one moves. Kenny Kingston off the ropes, and once again,
you know,
no one moves.
A very famous quote from a long time ago, the irresistible force meeting the immovable object, and that's what we're seeing right here.
100%. Once again, and Valencia ducks and clothesline to Kenny Kingston. Nothing happens. And they are just trading standing clotheslines.
Kenny Kingston blocks. Hits him with another standing clothesline. Bruisador. Valencia going back. Pushes him against the ropes.
Oh.
And a double clothesline. Both go down.
They may have broke something under there. Vega and Angel DePaz getting the fans in with a lucha chant.
Kenny Kingston is backed into the corner. Irish whip, reversal. Hops over Bruisador. He has athleticism.
Oh, big clothesline in the corner. Tags in Angel DePaz.
Bruisador, Valencia. Irish whips, Angel DePaz. Clothesline into the corner.
Normally they do that move without Vega, and they just added an extra body to that and made it even more devastating.
Look, why do a double team move when a triple team move is that much stronger?
And honestly, they need something big like that to keep Kenny Kingston down.
And even still, Kenny Kingston getting back up. Irish whip into the corner. Big splash.
Gut kick. Stomping him into the corner.
Kenny Kingston is just getting stomped out. And here we go. Now Angel DePaz with the stomps. And one more big stomp. And never mind, he's still going.
Vega's tagged in. Is he going to keep stomping? This is one way to keep Kenny Kingston down. Just keep kicking him in the chest. Oh, they're getting the referee. So the referee is going to... Now, this isn't the first time that I've seen the referee get tricked into being part of the aggressors. I've seen the referee get body slammed on people at skill. This referee in particular, Mario, hit me with an atomic drop in a match. There's some funny stuff that goes on at skill. You never know what's going to happen. Back to the action, Kenny Kingston fights his way up. Catch Angels DePaz.
Look, if I was Mario right now, I'd probably get out of the ring. The guy you just stomped, caught, and beat up 3 opponents.
Big Samoan drop. Kenny Kingston is mad.
Double chop to the chest. The kick out at 2.
Mocking cover, but that still had to take a lot of energy to kick out with that massive foot on his chest. Zach Ravix is tagged in.
And once again, you know, his nickname is the Silent Assassin for a reason.
Oh, a moonsault off of the back of Kenny Kingston and a kick out by Angel DePaz. Kenny Kingston knocks El Diablo Vega down to the floor.
And now Angel DePaz is all by himself, as both of his tag team partners are down.
Psychotic has been tagged in. By Angel DePaz.
Angel's stuck in the middle of that ring.
You know, got him in some kind of sleeper hold.
When you're stuck in those kinds of holds, and you know the ropes are just so far away, but Angel DePaz is able to hit him with a chin breaker there, but Psychotic goes back with a kick to the gut, runs through.
Oh, and that was a sling blade with his leg. Yeah, that was crazy. Psychotic with some ground and pound on Angel DePaz. Vega breaks it up. Now the referee is putting Vega back in his corner.
Only one person at a
triple
time.
Team onto Angel DePaz.
But if you look in the corner, It was a 2-on-1 attack.
It was. And I haven't seen Bruisador Valencia. Kenny Kingston must have really done a number on him.
Yeah, I can't seem to find him right now.
Double
Hopefully, of
clothesline.
course, he's doing okay.
I hope that he's okay.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. And he is back down again. Oh, a big splash from Kenny Kingston. Angel DePaz kicks out.
With major kick out at 2. That was so
just moments
close.
away from finishing this match.
Lucifer Valencia thrown into the ring post on the outside of the ring here. Look, if you can cut it down to a 3-on-2, you know, and you take away their big guy, I mean, look, that's how you win.
Oh, a code breaker from Angel DePaz on to Kenny Kingston. Tag to El Diablo Vega.
Psychotic comes into Kenny Kingston down on the ropes. Zach Ravix tries and gets slammed there, and Psychotic gets thrown to the ground. Diablo Vega has the pin, and Kenny Kingston gets up and stomps him, stopping the pin. There's bodies everywhere.
I said before, tags are not necessary in this traditional trios luchas match. Psychotic and Diablo are legal men in the ring right now.
And Bruisador definitely made his presence known immediately when he gets up, attacking Kenny Kingston and throwing Zach Ravix into the ring post there, making it back to his corner. Psychotic has control of Diablo Vega right now, choking him out on the ropes.
Kenny Kingston just comes flying across the ring and knees Bruisador Valencia in the face.
And he reaches for Angel DePaz, but luckily he was able to move out of the way. You do not want to get grabbed by Kenny Kingston.
As you said before, the taking out Bruisador Valencia and pretty much nullifying from this match makes it 3-on-2, and their big guy is gone. Now it's just a gang beating on Vega and Angel DePaz.
But Bruisador is back up.
Clothesline to Kenny Kingston.
Kenny Kingston goes for one but misses, and there is that big lariat. Kenny Kingston goes down and double shoulder tackles into the corner here. Bruisador Valencia going to the other side of the ring, running across, going for a splash but misses. Zach Ravix and Psychotic Irish whipping into the corner.
Oh, and a double springboard clothesline from Bruisador Valencia.
How tall is he?
I think it's something about so many tortas high. I don't understand the Spanish aspect.
Look, what matters is he's tall and big, and he just did a springboard crossbody off the second rope.
That big and that athletic. I mean, there's a reason why Chancla Violence is one of the most well-known tag teams in the Midwest. I mean, they travel all over Colorado, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas. They've been up to Montana.
You don't win tag titles for nothing.
No, they don't. They have put in the work, and they deserve everything that they've gotten. Bruisador Valencia has a hold of, and then he used the chancla. Yeah, Angel DePaz used his signature chancla.
You can see it, he threw it out of the ring there.
Into the double team move, and now Diablo Vega.
Big swanton.
And the cover on Kenny Kingston.
Here are your winners, Chancla Violence and Diablo!
Chancla Violence, Diablo Vega gets the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining Dick Richards and the gorgeous Gavin Bush for the joint show of Skill HCW. We will be back tomorrow at noon, live here on YouTube, or if you're in Wichita, stop on by the Century 2 for the Emerald City Tattoo Expo and watch us live, because there's nothing better than watching live pro wrestling.
Anything can happen, folks. Once again, yours truly, gorgeous Gavin Bush with Dick Richards, 50% owner of HCW. And look, everybody loves wrestling, you know, and there's 3 truths to life: death, taxes, and everybody digs a little bit of Bush. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. We'll be back tomorrow on YouTube in person right here for some more pro wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, we greatly appreciate y'all tonight, and we will be right back here 12 to 3 at the Emerald City Tattoo Convention tomorrow for 3 more hours of live action. Come join us. Thank you again, and we'll see you tomorrow. Once again, if you need flyers for November 16th, snag them. There are tickets on sale over there. I appreciate you again. Have a great night.